All right, we're back for a short stream. I've got to go to work in a couple hours. I really should have started streaming a little while ago, but that's okay. I really just have one goal today, and that's to complete the Tartarus run. Maybe the operation if we're getting spicy on the time, but the operation is the next day. And the other thing I was thinking about doing, and I'll probably not spend as much time as I originally wanted. I was kind of going to go over a rehash of a midstream rant I went over last time, but this time I'd like to put it at the beginning of the video, and it's just about the FemC stuff. Um, yeah, like I said, it's a rehash of what I've already said in a different video, but rather put it at the beginning, and it's just why Atlas. Why is it got to be this way? Why and why for the detractors? I don't get why anyone would be a detractor of people wanting inclusivity. Um, I think it actually brought a little bit of a tear to my eye looking at as I've been looking at the various FemC stuff. Well, a little bit actually has brought a tear to my eye a little bit because it's a microcosm of struggles to this day in 2024, which is crazy. And I mean, it's not exactly the Western world, but you know, in I don't want to say first world because that's a shitty term, but in highly advanced economies and countries, that there's still these kinds of struggles with sexism. I mean, there's racism, obviously, still to this day remains a huge problem, but even sexism is still such a problem. And with you don't it sucks when you see it in your favorite franchises too. Obviously Japan is a different culture despite all the things that make it feel homier than some other uh culture that like we really don't see a lot of, like maybe an African country, or I don't know, maybe some like Asian island nation or something. There's a lot of cultures out there that, I mean, it's becoming a smaller and smaller world. We're becoming more and more familiar. But anyways, getting back on track. Like by now, us gamers are fairly familiar with a lot of Japanese idiosyncrasies, much as they are fairly familiar with a lot of Western ones. And this one though, it sucks. It's like, you know, every game there's some beach scene or hot spring scene, and that's whatever. But I mean, it could at least be pers- per, given a perspective from the other side. It could be portrayed from the female perspective. We could have those scenes. We could have their dating options with guys and whatnot. Or hell, if they, I mean, usually when they want to start getting frisky with same sex stuff, they'll start with female because in our society that's always the smoother route to eventually getting to same sex on both sides. Um, but um, yeah, so they might do some of that, which I don't even know if the P3P FemC had that, because again I did not play that enough. My first interaction with Persona 3 was P3P after hot on the heels of playing P4G in the military on the submarine, and not that hot, like maybe a couple of years. So I'm like researching what's the best way to play P3 at this point, and there's three options: vanilla, um, Fez, and P3P. And P3P, despite not having 3D models everywhere, in the high school life, it's the only one that gives you direct command of your teammates, which is like, I can't play. I would be really frustrated watching the game let the teammates do certain things on their own. It's just like, how am I supposed to play? I mean, people did it obviously, and they still love this. The same game still became a legend, but I wouldn't want that. So P3P gave me that option. And then also, it had an entire different route. The only route so far in the entire franchise to have a female main character. And I'm like, even though it was only my second game, I was like, I want to start with that. Even though the game outright tells you you should play the this is intended as an alternate telling. It's like, okay, now I'll start with this. Um, Now I didn't finish it. I only got maybe about 5 hours in, maybe deeper. But it wasn't anything because of the quality of the story. It was just I got distracted, and probably also just because of it didn't feel as much of a full Persona game because of the lack of 3D models on the portable version. Um, in the high school life or in the daily life stuff. But I loved it. Like I loved the idea of it. Like, you know, the music. Like I granted at that point I didn't know those were FMC exclusive songs, but those songs had become probably some of my favorites in the entire franchise. Like between 4 and 5, or in the modern franchise, of course. Let's not forget 1 and 2 entirely. But I never played them, and I never will, in all likelihood. Um, Anyways, still really off track. So I thought it was cool, and I wanted it back. I still want it back. And but removing myself from the it's cool from my male gamer perspective, as I said in a different comment center, my cisgender heteronormative to be completely perfect in the modern uh, classification of it. So straight white male, all that. I thought it was cool. I still think it's cool, and more than just me thinking it's cool, it's unfair that it's not in this huge, big budget now RPG production, like this premier JRPG, modern take, modern setting JRPG. It's the modern setting JRPG. Um, and if P6 doesn't have it, I may be done buying these games. I may be done with financially supporting their Atlus's decisions, and I can only hope that it was tied to, well, I don't know if I'd say hope, but if it was tied to Katsura Hashino-san, the director of the last 3 games, the main titles. This not the director of this one, but this is a remake. So if it was tied to him, he's gone on to make Metaphor, and I do not think P6 will be made by him. Perhaps things will change. Perhaps life will change. But there's just as much evidence that it's not actually. I mean, some of the interviews make me think it was him, but he's probably very constrained on what he can say because there's the executives above him, Atlus business executives and Sega business executives. Those are the ones who ultimately determine the fate of the franchise and how the games will go about their business. They will be hands off on most everything except some things. I'm not going to play that. So, if it's them, who are in control, we can only hope that the outpouring of support since Reload, the outpouring of frustration and support for a female main character, and for the Persona 3 female main character in particular, you have to look at this fan project stuff. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. Big shout outs to Mosque. I don't know how to say it. I believe they're Brazilian. I just bought their stuff on Bandcamp, and it's just the music, the Reload arranges for songs that they did, like their own. Well, they did their own remixes on stuff that was already arranged to Reload, but they also did Reload arranges for FEMC songs, like as if it had actually been, Time or Wiping All Out, or shoot, what's another big one? Way of Life. Those are like the 3 biggest ones. There's a couple others, but those are the 3 ones that I most remember. And they're so good. They're so good, and like they did a time night version, and all of these are being incorporated in because they're so good. Of course, they're being incorporated into the FemC mod, where they've modded Persona 3 Reload to have as if the FemC had been released all along. And there are so many problems with it. There are so many problems because they are not professionals and they are modding a game that's not the original game. So they're having to come up with all sorts of creative solutions, um, some of which don't look very perfect. So, you know, she still often has walking around. She still has uh, the male main character, Makoto Yuki, whatever you want to call him. Kotone still has his mannerisms while wearing a skirt. So she's trying to put her pockets in her skirt or her hands in her skirt. Apparently there are skirts with pockets, I was learning while reading about this, but it's still really cool. There's a lot of really good art. There's some that aren't quite as amazing, but they've been included as optional alternatives. But they're the main ones that are they know what they're doing. They have picked the best to represent the default options, and then of course Musk's music, which is just, wow. So Musk's music, which is derivative of Meguro and Kitajo and Konishi Kozuka, the whole crew. I hate that all three of their names start with a K. That sucks in Western connotations. Of the three group, um, of the three of them, like Konishi, Kozuka, Kirajo, it's like those are the ones that always pop up as the sound team, the big sound team people. And there's some other people probably, well, definitely, but when you think of the Atlas sound team supporting Shoji Meguro, and you also think of composers on games where he's not the main composer, those are the names. Each one of them has done various games. This game, I believe, was Kitajo, because it is my opinion that he is going to be the successor. He's the one picked because this is the biggest side game. Not even a side game; it's a remake. It's a main game in a way. So I believe that picks him as the successor to Meguro. But Konishi and Kozuka have cooked as well in other games. Um, I believe it was Konishi that did Tactica. I believe Kirajo did Strikers. I'm not sure. Strikers is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Tactica, I'm less big on. But, anyways, it's already 3. I've got less than 2 hours now, really. But, yeah, FemC. I don't think I will buy P6. I may get around to playing it some other way through some means, but it will suck too because I'm really looking forward to seeing what P6 does. The potential, the green. Most people assume it's green. Most people assume that. I mean, that fake leaker made their name green in Japanese Midori. Like, oh, there's a whole drama with that one. It's funny. And then the uh, the themes that would go into that color. There's a lot of themes that would distinguish itself while staying true to Persona, modern Persona thematic elements. The biggest one I think is growth. Um, and I think while this game has a time theme as well, it is more of a ticking clock rather than a throughout the ages theme, like a growth throughout, personal developments, like um, as you get older. And that's a big thing to me because I think P6 should be the first game. It should be the game to do a lot of firsts, and it may wildly change the formula of the franchise. It has been cooking for so long, and it may change the formula so much. There's a lot of potential. Bringing on a FemC for real again in a big major mainline title, no half-assery, because even P3P with it's for a weaker system that can only do so much. They had some half-assery, but there is so much potential. And again, the main theme is growth, some possibly some environmental, eco positive storytelling. Um, you know, and you have antithesis stuff like greed, uh, corruption, pollution, like but green being about growth and development, and it could have a time skip, right? What if we do the first game since P2 to have a time skip where you're playing adults main characters. Maybe they don't have to be super adult, but like they can be in their 20s or whatever. Um, Short time skip. Very just take a look at Three Houses. Look at what Three Houses did. So much about what Three Houses did should be looked at for P6, or probably hopefully was looked at. Because guess what they did too? They have male female main options for Byleth, right? How can you and they had so much voice acting, so much voice acting, incredible. This game has a ton of voice acting. P3 Reload has so much voice acting, but Three Houses had a phenomenal amount of quality voice acting. Rip Billy Comments, of course. Um, but like, but how can that game exist and P Studio and Atlas say the same things, right, about like female? But anyways, um, obviously it's not as in depth as Persona would be with the male female changing a lot of what you can and can't do. But it does change some things in Three Houses, other than just the design. It changes some things. Like I guess romanceables. I think it changes. It doesn't change. I don't think it changes too much the content of those social links, for lack of a better word. But yeah. So P6 could be doing so many, and again, Three Houses has a time skip, well known. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely cool. Like character design changes. Like, oh my god, Three Houses. If you haven't played Three Houses, to all of you no ones watching, not that if you are watching, you're a no one, but like, good. I'd be so grateful to have more than just one good friend viewing, but to all of you potential viewers, play Three Houses if you haven't. It's really good, and if you can, play it on better hardware, because fuck Nintendo. Like I cannot stand Nintendo. I cannot stand Nintendo. But Intelligent Systems, though, they did good work with that game. It's a shame that it had to be so visually compromised, so technically. I suppose it didn't have to be, because Engage came out later and sort of showed them that they didn't have to be quite so compromised on a technical visual level. But it was made later. Three Houses presumably was cooking throughout early and pre-release days on the Switch. So it's just the visual design, though. The art design in Engage is horrible. Like not horrible. It's just it's so anime in the bad way. It's in the generic way, in the ways I can't stand. And Three Houses was more reined in. Saying realistic feels iffy, but it is. It's like one of the you come from Fates, maybe even coming off of Awakening. You come off of those games, and then you come into Three Houses, and yes, it's a more muted, less saturated, less poppy color scheme, but the characters are so much more relatable. There's so much more. Not outside of one or two, they're not, like they dress normal. Like the females they feel like they're dressed cool, but normal. Like every single main character through this has become Three Houses appreciation stream. Like first Femc rant, and then light amounts of P6 speculation, and then Three Houses appreciation stream while sitting on the. All right, we spent enough time. Oh man, I love. Not only do I love Three Houses, I love Three Houses Warriors, Three Houses, Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes, perhaps even more. Probably not I guess I can't say I really love it more, but almost equally, because I'm a Muso fan, and it's probably the best Muso game I've ever played. Like, perhaps me saying a Muso fan makes my taste immediately seem suspect, but I have good reasons for it. Muso games are made a certain way to establish quality in different ways, more than just mashy square triangle that you might think. It is a lot of square triangle, don't get me wrong, but it is less so in oh my god, Three Hopes has the best combat system, the best gameplay system of the entire of any Muso, even including Strikers. Strikers is completely out there. It's not. It's hardly even a Muso in the same way anymore. Three Hopes is much closer, but even then, it's changed things so much. It's so close to how Three Houses is. You know, separate campaigns. Like you can control what your people do when you're not controlling them. You can zoom out to, you can pause to a map, issue orders, and then go back to, like, you can warp around. You can control 4 different characters, and you're not even in control of all of them all at the same time. But any map, you basically have control, or you can choose to be a player of one of 4 characters, and when you deploy them, you start with one, but you can hot swap to wherever any of the other ones are. And you could also put them in as your adjutant, which is something they pulled from Three Houses. And you can have them be, it kind of removes the character from the field, but it makes you stronger. And it also allows you, if it's a playable adjutant, you can hot swap between them, like just press of a button, suddenly you're playing the other character, like in the same spot. You're not hot swapping to where they are in the battlefield because they're right with you. You can like hot swap mid combo even. And that's, the adjutant system is amazing in Three Hopes. The gameplay is amazing in Three Hopes, and there are some major foibles that bring it down, but oh my god, I saved with this team in shambles. That's right, because that isolated castle was destroying me. So I did beat it without dying. I died to one of the other. Was it the tank? Oh yeah, the tank hit a heat wave on me, a charged heat wave that I was taking a little cavalier about as it was incoming. And I had I think 19 endurance on my persona. Yeah, Dakini, not Dakini. One of the Indians, Hindu sounding ones. So, what am I going to do now? Alright, rant's over. Now. I mean, he doesn't need SP to be functional. He just needs to be healed, which does require SP from others. And she's still got a lot. Mitsuru is sort of hard to use right now. So I'm getting tired of dropping SP on people. Running out of items. I mean, look at the main character, how low he is. Yeah, this will be the party for now. I can show the new...
Good day.
The weapon I got.
Are you accepting a request? Wonderful.
And that was that. She didn't even say anything about it. But regarding the weapon, who even uses... Okay, it's a spear. Okay. So Ken did need a new option. Critical rate up high. That's sick. I mean, I often find him, like, when he's relegated to just physical attacks, that not being very good for him, but... I'm gonna assume there's another set of floors until the gatekeeper.
This
Nope. I was this so I basically finished. My gatekeeper born from humans themselves. Okay. Good. We literally did finish this run. I wasn't positive that we did, but oh wait. There's one thing we left. There is one thing we left. Perhaps it would be... No, there's no reason not to do it now. To minimize SP expenditure to later. Oh, right. Can't do that. Alright, but anyways, it's Monad Passage, I believe, that I left. No, damn it. Trying to get the list of floors. Okay, 43, so passage. I believe. Yeah. Monad doors come and go. These stay. So we will take care of this. And I believe finishing these, yes, unlocks new Arcana cards or something. How's Fuka doing?
How are you?
183, good. There is nothing here, right? I'm just walking right by. Why would they make you walk? I guess to show you're going back down a little. I wonder what the thematic relevance, significance of these things are. Other than just some extra gameplay thing.
Yes.
So we really condensed our persona list significantly. What does he have left? Fast heal. He's got some stuff left that he needs to do. Although now his current skill set is not as useful because I have a fire and ice with me, but I'm going to start with him anyway.
Powerful enemies.
Let's do this.
He has the ability to enrage. Poison Mist.
It's poison.
Every single person got poisoned. Well, thankfully we have one ally. I don't know if we have something that does it for everybody. I mean, I do have May Patra on the protagonist, so we'll just deal.
It's sapping my strength. I'll hit them where it hurts. Go for it! Confess
Nope. The stress is like the most commonly able to be inflicted. Bro, we are already virus. Or
You dodged the attack. Nice
poison.
one.
I'll go with.
Alright, well, no, I've been, my hand has been sort of forced here. Her endurance is actually better.
What's next?
It's a strong one. Be on your guard.
It's like
I
no
would
damage.
still
I mean,
set up.
granted,
It'll take a little more time.
so they actually absorb it. Okay.
I'll show you my power.
This might be a hard fight.
Persona.
That was a big waste.
Eureka Senpai! Someone help her!
I'm ready. I'll show you. They have no effect.
Evasive maneuver. Failed. It can't be. Eureka Senpai!
I remember these. There was an enemy very similar to this earlier that I could inflict a status ailment on once they were knocked down. Even though it said block, or maybe it was just no, it's because they missed before. Block indicates it can't be inflicted at all. Do I have like a Ma Lufu skill? I don't think so. Possibly on Mitsuru.
Block, block.
That's an enemy down!
Really? Really me?
You dodged it! That's our leader!
I don't think I have an ice item.
What's the plan?
Alright, Junpei.
Persona. No friggin' way.
Wow.
Icus is poisoned! She's losing health! Activating.
Okay.
Could I scan on
Yeah.
this enemy? I see. So this is what we're up against.
So just Pierce. Okay.
Could I scan on this enemy?
Yeah.
Analysis complete.
Okay.
It is time. Palladium! Damage inflicted.
I don't like how this is going.
Right one.
That was silly.
Great dodge, Junpei-kun! Successfully avoided. You dodged the attack! Nice one!
What's next? What to do?
Block, block.
That's an enemy
Hope for a freeze.
I'll go with.
Doesn't have enough SP.
Never mind.
Hecaton punch.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one, actually.
Time to shine. Can't let this go to waste.
I owe you for that.
Icus is poisoned! She's losing health! Summoning! This is my duty!
A lot of bad turns. Wasting a Maracakaja, the random attack.
Eureka Senpai's down!
And again, with her being a liability. This is the second time she's been a total liability. She's
Icus
like,
evaded the attack!
I dislike how this fight's going entirely.
Let's see.
and I have half a mind to just die and come with a better team. In fact, I think that's what's going to happen.
Wow, you're all so helpful.
Like the amount of time it's going to take. Is there actually a better alternative for me to give up?
I got this.
Icus is poisoned. She's losing health. What is optimal?
Well, there's no escape. Yeah, just
It was ineffective.
we'll just let this happen until they all perish. Sorry, team. I've led you to your demise. I mean, I had a feeling this was not a good team. Mitsuru, man. Both Akihiko is actually better than her now. Mitsuru's focus on status ailments. I was defending status ailments before. It's something that you can inflict more easily if you can get those downs.
Our leader's in danger.
But now it's like it can be hard. You can even get the downs sometimes.
Our leader's in danger.
I might need to change his persona.
Our leader's in danger.
Has he got null poison right now?
I'll go with. Never mind.
Yeah, he can't even be hurt by that. Alright, let's just make him weak.
This one.
Wow, you're all so powerful. Our leader's in danger. Huh? Leader, say something, please.
Alright. Wow, we've really wasted a ton of time on this stream. Start from Tartarus entrance. No, we're just returning to title screen. I could accidentally save something horrific if I'm not careful. Holy shit. We will just reload that save. Hey, that's the name of the game. Because I'm fairly certain it would erase my entire visit to Tartarus. And obviously I have a good save loaded, but what if I saved over it? Holy shit, that would suck. So I gotta do
Good
this
day.
again.
Are you accepting? Let's hear the results.
Minor setback.
Very well.
Let's see. I mean, if I'm able to get the right stuff going with Shinjiro, he once again will be able to clear. Yukari does not have Baisudi, so she's not the fix for the situation. He takes way too much SP. I love Ken, but he takes way too much SP. Kormaru's SP is pretty drained too. But Yukari's Meteorama will be very helpful. And who... They have fire. Junpei is actually a good choice. Just tank. I mean, he won't take any damage. There's a Koga. I could have sworn there was a Koga there. So he's got a vulnerability there. So I think Junpei is probably the preferable tank. He also has a regenerate item on him right now, so Junpei will stay alive. And there's an electrical weakness there. He also has healing. Kari has Secunda, which is helpful. Yeah, this might actually be the team for this. Now we'll heal him up, and we're gonna have to drop. If we're actually gonna do this, we're gonna have to drop Soma. Like, what's more valuable? 7 Twilight Fragments? Probably 7 Twilight Fragments versus one of these. Alright. Watching it go across that entire list of squad is funny. Alright, let's go ahead and if I don't do this, I might forget to yeah. Gotta actually hit the end before leaving. Go back and go back. I will say the game has incentivized me to use everyone pretty effectively. Oh, Akihiko has a Theurgy locked in. That's excellent. Like, even though I started out saying I don't like Akihiko, he's coming into his own. It's all about what weaknesses they have. Him getting Gigantic Fists pretty much made him a lot stronger. Let's not have bad / wasted turns this time. Like, wasted turns is the worst part. A stupid Murakukaja and a inattentive press of the X button on the main character.
Powerful enemies.
So, well, hold on. Actually, I can at least, yeah, there's no poison, so that'll. Is he the only no poison? I mean, this one doesn't take damage from fire. But no poison is perhaps better to start. Although it does have a weakness to lights. This is probably better. Also has Bufudai, which is needed. That's better. We have the foreknowledge. We are more ready than we were before.
Three enemies. Be careful.
So, a more balanced team.
Pretty good.
The strong one.
And we actually get to act before them, interestingly. So, with at least one character, which could really help, since we know this one has a... So yeah, there's no reason to not just... It hits everybody, too. Right off the bat. I get a second turn. And he's already boosted.
Okay, it's go time.
So a good choice would probably be Madarunda. You could also Mazianga and hope for a shock. Or Dizzy. He did not boost his SP. No one's going to go down to fire as long as I'm careful. So perhaps a light SP usage is preferable.
Let's go!
Good. We get a shock on
You
someone.
struck a weakness. This one, Sonata-senpai.
Very, very, very good.
Pull the trigger.
Going much better already. So this thing isn't really attacking us. It's these that are the attackers. We know they're weak to ice. And there's a good chance it'll miss everybody. There's a good chance it hits everybody. That's what I meant to say. All right. Well, we're on the right persona. We just got to be careful not to stick around on, because can't stick around on that. Whatever. We'll clear that ASAP. Well,
Let's keep it rolling.
how do we want to do this?
Can't let this go to waste.
No reason to not get another turn.
That's a knockdown from Junpei-kun.
And I can shift now.
I got this.
Leave it to me.
Sonata-san, you're up.
Thrumple! I'll take care of this. Go, Polyjuices!
You struck a
Very,
weakness.
very
This
nice.
one, Sonata-senpai.
So now
All mapped out.
we know this thing can
One step at a time. Polyjuices!
okay. So it didn't go for the
You dodged it.
That's all right, that's all right.
Leader. I have to do this. I won't lose. You're poisoned. Keep an eye on your health.
they both recovered from the shock.
Block, block.
That's an enemy down.
What to do?
Block, block.
Amazing. It's time for an all-out attack.
Is it? No. One person can't come. And
Let's see.
I mean, she could heal herself on that turn, but why do that? Do I not have a? I never do. Something that just cures poison. That's all right. I've plenty of
There.
cure all. Plenty of Baisutis. Alright, what can
Can't stop
Junpei
now.
do while they're down? So Pierce is bad, and it's only one foe anyway. I haven't had time to cast a Rapinda yet. Nice. And he's already got his theurgy again, so yeah. No time to worry about Rakundas and stuff. I got some Secundas in.
You struck a weakness. This one's Sonata-senpai.
Well, they're all done. This is over.
In this situation, could I scan on this?
No, there's no
enemy?
need. Pretty sure she can clear a couple of them right here.
Just one left.
Yeah.
2 enemies defeated at once.
Just do that. Crit it. He would. Pretty sure he would have critted it with it being dizzied. Shuffle time. Big difference. Big difference. I like return to entrance as the first option there. Grand Slasher. Auto Tyro. I didn't know he had that actually. Raises attack when on the receiving end of a shift. Well, that's better than Auto Terror in a way. Not exactly. Anyways, this is better. This is just better. Let's do some heals. Probably an excessive heal, but alright, how far can we go? Akihiko and Hikari do not actually have that much SP, so now we are back to, so this could be a charm situation since they started off with poison. These passages tend to do certain things over and over, so I could assume this would be a charm situation. I do not have null charm. Charm sucks, and I have no idea what I'm going to be able to hit them with. It's a very, very small amount of SP. It might be a good idea to have a null charm. I don't have a null charm. I've probably sold it. I'd probably be like, oh, that's stupid. Well, who's stupid now? Who is stupid now? Maybe just a easy 50 HP. No fear, huh? Well, at least you can't be afraid. He used to wear the muscle shirt, which had null charm, but can't go back to that. Oh, he's still wearing these. Our evasion's kind of low. Haven't really upgraded the footwear. Hers is good. And she has like agility pluses too. Like agility +6. That's why she dodges a lot of stuff. 34, I mean, yeah, he's still faster. endurance isn't actually that high. Highest endurances are, that's a natural high endurance, 40. I guess has a boosted 1 to 40. But anyways, it doesn't matter. This is the team we got.
How are you? Yes.
If they're fast enough, they'll cast whatever they're about to cast right off the bat. Nope, Akiko gets to act first. There's 2 of them. Both
Now
of them
where
are
to
the same.
strike? One step at a time.
I had a lightning weakness on the last one.
This should help.
Okay. Wow, that took a lot.
What should I do?
You're probably going to restore his SP. He's not going to be very useful without it. That is brutal.
What next?
Or we're going to...
I can read you like a book.
Well, they went after the same guy, and he dodged it. It was irrelevant, like silly. Okay. This is very dangerous.
What to do?
Black Frost! What's next? Let's go!
Who's gonna win this?
Yeah, super fucking dangerous.
How's everyone feeling? In this situation.
Probably should also go ahead and do a Junpei miss.
Junpei comes down! Someone cover for him!
That's the most I've ever seen one of those moves take for SP.
Should I stand on this enemy? I
They,
see.
they can't take her
This is
SP.
what we're up against.
Fire and lightning. Well, also wind. But, because I broke it. They were straight up null to win. Both of them went down.
Amazing! It's time for an all-out attack!
I'll go with.
That didn't work last time.
Never mind.
Yes!
I'm just getting started.
Sick. Maybe Yukikari can try for a single Pulimpa on that one.
Can't stop me now. Suck on that.
That was a heavy hit, Junpei-kun.
The best bet would be. Go, Polygoose!
Nice! Sonata-senpai landed a good one.
Pretty good hit.
Good job, Junpei.
You dodged it! That's our leader! What next?
I don't know if it was just because they were down. Alright, no, they're not. They. Don't give up on status ailments, basically. The name of the game there.
Never mind.
Well, now I do need to give up on them. And just go for power.
What's the plan? Let's see. One more to go.
Nice. Gets to hit again.
What's the
Keep it up,
plan?
Junpei-kun.
Timing.
Nice
You
work.
can't actually use SP now.
The best bet would be. Let's go!
Kari, hopefully get to her turn. Who are they gonna go after? Yeah, the one I most didn't want them to do. My god, am I gonna have to deal with these in a final fight?
They won't lose.
I do have a Soma, but god, do I not want to use that now.
What to do?
What's next?
I probably should have used his DRG. I'm just gonna pray for his high crit rate. Nope, he just finished it up.
Good job,
All
everyone.
4 hits. Good job, Junpei. MVP. Actually, I mean, yeah, no, Junpei, let's say MVP. But everyone contributed.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, this could affect our progress. Okay, these Monad doors are serious. Well, it might be time. With so much SP drained from everyone, might as well use it now. Or go into the next fight the way we are. No, we'll do it now. As much as it sucks to use this when we're so close to the end, might have been better to hold this Monad door for Monad passage for named a Shadow. We researched a time manipulation device with its power. Uh-oh. What will happen to Mitsuru? Let's look at this thing. What do I recall about these kinds of enemies? Not enough. I don't know what we're in for. Oh, Fuka's SP is restored too.
Yes.
Got two simple single target Theurgies. I don't think they will try to inflict distress. What are they going to do to me this time? They drained my spirit. They poisoned the hell out of me. Insta-kills? Could be.
Powerful enemy spotted.
Hell yeah! Let's get cracking.
I'll take care of this.
Okay.
One step at a time. This should help.
Should give him Almighty. All right. Kari took a ton of damage. She needs to do her roll right now. As much as that wastes some opportunity to gain Theurgy points.
What to do?
Alright, so Almighty. That might be a waste if I don't know if it'll hit properly. Let's try this. Yeah. Get it now. Possibly get it again. We need to hit a Rotunda. Yes!
Wow, good job, Junpei.
I don't think I can change personas.
Go for it.
I got it.
I can. Why did I think that I can't do that on a shift? Alright, so what are my Rotunda options? Both of them weak to fire. Endurance low on both of them.
The best bet would be.
These attack ups too. Yep. Yeah, the protagonist is weak to it.
The leader's been knocked down. Sorry, everyone. No.
Woof.
Chun.
I'll go with.
Alright, well, we gotta switch. So I'm gonna use a Balm of Life, I think.
Can't let this go to waste.
I'll get him this time.
It's now or never.
Should I scan on this enemy?
Yeah, predictable.
I've already scanned
So no
this
ice. Okay.
One step at a time. Nice work. I've got this.
Appreciate it.
I can't go down just yet.
Whoa, she took so much damage. She needs a.
I've gotta do something.
She needs some sort of buff. I mean, she's still. Maybe we need a Matsurinda on this thing, or a Tarinda of some sort.
Darkness has no effect in this situation.
You can just keep casting this.
Thanks, dude. Hecaton Tiger!
Here, G. I think I can use it now.
Now's not the time.
What's the plan? Suck on that!
One step at a time.
Oh, she lost her defense up.
This will do the trick.
Pull the trigger. Ew!
I'll go with. Come! What's next? Timing! Go!
Who's gonna win this? I'll do it.
It doesn't have a Racunda anymore. Oh no, now it doesn't.
Great dodge, Junpei-kun! In this situation. Confirm! Persona!
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
How close are we?
What to do?
Probably not close enough.
Persona. Can't stop now. Persona.
Nice work. Go, Polygooses!
Very good. Very
What
good.
about
Just
Desert?
about what I
No
expected.
shadows detected.
Not that difficult. I'm not sure what the goal was with this one. Not sure.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was an underwhelming fight compared to the ones before it. What is going on with Junpei? Alright, this is probably gonna be a short stream. I really didn't accomplish very much other than this monad door thing. Because, need to get food for work. Need to do things for work, so. Yeah, I'm gonna save. This one will actually rotate. Hold on, let's do Elizabeth things.
Good. Here are my wonderful.
Yes. Can I fuse
Very well then.
Titania? Not just yet. I think that's a level 49 persona.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Wow, I can't.
Ah, which will you choose? Well then, shall we take a look?
Can't do it yet. I'm
Are you
already down to
finished?
so few personas. Let's see how much money I have again total. Probably not a
Please
lot.
Take a look.
No, more than I thought. Close to 200,000.
Very well. We look.
Maybe we'll do some cleanup and set ourselves up for the operation before quitting entirely. We'll save right now. All right, we are out.
Oh, hello.
We are definitely done here. It is a Sunday. It is the full moon. There's no school. We're not doing anything.
I've located the target.
So I can't even do anything else. But I did save all the people.
It's in the Iwatodai Station Plaza.
This will be the 10th shadow. Only a few left. Let's just worry about them one at a time.
If they actually appear one at a time, we don't need two at once again.
There was that one time that happened with the tank thing.
Yukari-chan, how did you know?
Ah,
I
you
sensed two of them.
you jinxed it, Yukari.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Me and my big mouth.
Where's Shinji?
He notified me that he'll be joining us later. He didn't say why though.
Man, it's already October.
Figures.
He's always played by his own rules.
Well, I'm sure it's fine. He said he's coming later, right?
Yeah, you said that too. Or no,
Yeah,
what did we...
that's already better than a
Yeah,
certain
exactly.
someone who didn't show last time.
That wasn't his fault though.
Hey, come on,
Yeah.
that wasn't my fault. Don't worry, I'm totally ready to go this time. See?
Wait.
I did not
Haruka-kun
think about
isn't
that one.
here either. Hey, Junpei, go get him. That'll be your punishment for last time.
Punishment? What is this, kindergarten?
She never lets up.
Well, I guess it is a kid's bedtime.
All right,
Speaking
you've
of
got two
kindergarten,
targets this
she
time.
never lets up.
Let's
That
get
means she likes him. She literally never gives him. Well, she did give him a little bit of a break. Briefly.
We'll decide on our team formation once we get there.
Let's go.
Look, there they
that we always take to school. We've got to protect it.
Yes, must protect them all.
It's almost like they're waiting for us.
By the way, where's Amada?
He wasn't in his room, so who knows?
Is this gonna put me
Shinji's
right
looked
into the
through.
battle?
We should probably hurry. I think they're about to make their move.
Then we have no choice.
Yeah. I'm
Let's
about to say, it
organize the
can't
team
just
from
put
the
me in the
members we
battle.
have
I have to
here.
get to choose my team members.
Once we're set, we'll move in.
Okay, I have decided I'm not going to do this right now. So this is a save point again. New save. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Yep. That is the end of the stream. Short stream. Not even an hour and 30 minutes. So we are heading out, going to work. And I probably won't stream until the weekend at best. We'll see. Till then.